Please put your hands together and welcome Harris Anderson.
Hey, keep it going for Ivan, huh? All right. It's good to be here. I'm trying to make some changes in my life. I'm trying to eat healthier. I eat a lot of junk food. As it stands right now, every 2 months I buy 50 pounds of fruit and watch it rot on my kitchen table. So I'm trying to change that. I come out of grocery stores with junk food. It's a problem. The other night I bought a freezer pizza and I got it home, and on TV there was a commercial for freezer pizza. And I think in this commercial they were trying to convince me that this frozen husk I was about to eat came from a kitchen in Sicily 5 minutes ago. The commercial was a little fat guy in a vineyard like, I remember when Mama used to make the fresh pizza. First she would take some of the freshest tomatoes, put it on some of the freshest formaggio. So good, put it on. Then she would freeze it for 9 months. And add some of the potassium sulfate for the flavor, huh? I live and work here in Vancouver. I have the most Vancouver job possible. I work at a dog daycare. That is a real... It's not a real job. I may as well tell people I'm a unicorn wrangler. I don't know what's going on with dog names. No one's giving their dogs simple names anymore. Fido, Rex, Rover, Spot. Perfectly acceptable names. 2 weeks ago, someone brought in a border collie named Endeavor. What? Go to a dog park in the city. Sounds like a field full of lunatics screaming their dogs' names. Just some idiot yoga pants like, Endeavor, get back here, please. Spirit of the West, put that down. Triumph of the Will, what are you eating? You sound like a moron. If you have a dog, don't give him a human name. It's problematic. I was walking this dog named Gary. Let's see where this is going. Gary gets loose in an alleyway behind an apartment building. Starts doing that dog kung fu stuff. Like he's auditioning for a Fosse musical. Just like... I'm trying to catch him. I'm like, Gary! 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 Some guy leans out of his apartment window. He's like, Gary doesn't live here anymore. I'm like, ugh. Just doing my job. Love dogs. They're beautiful animals, loyal. They are also disgusting creatures. Let's be brutally honest. We've all played Oh God, What Are You Eating with our dogs. It's a popular game. This is a true story. One time I was walking this dog down West Broadway, middle of the day, tons of people around. Dog hunches down to start doing his business. I'm like, okay, whatever. And the dog starts making this noise. I'm like, Endeavor, what's wrong? There's something hanging out of Endeavor. I take a plastic bag and pull out of this dog what turns out to be a full-length athletic sock. Children are screaming. I'm like, I look like a third world magician right now. At this point in my act, I would normally pull rabbit out of hat. Times are hard, family hungry. Rabbit go bye-bye. Instead, I'm going to pull sock out of dog. Nothing in hand. Nothing in hand. Here we go. Stubborn. I believe this is yours. Magician. What a terrible trick. I should get a new job, but it's tough out there. Because I don't have any special skills or much in the way of education, so I have to keep going out for these entry-level jobs. Can we all agree to tone down these job interviews? They ask you questions for these entry-level positions like you're going to be the next Atlas. You're going to shoulder all the... They want you to mythologize yourself. They ask you questions like, can you think of a time where you went above and beyond? Where you went above and beyond to satisfy a customer's needs? Like, above and beyond for a cashier job. Let me just think, I just messed with them now. I'm like, oh yeah, I just remembered. Once, a customer asked me to retrieve a sweet-smelling flower from the northern side of the Carpathian Mountains. I made the voyage on my day off, and I plucked the white orchid from its thorny nest. On the voyage home, my brother Yoltan was slain by bandits. Cared I a whit? Nay! As I held Yoltan in my arms, with his dying breath, he whispered to me, "The customer's always right." Oh, Yoltan! I am available weekends, yes. One thing that I do like a lot about my job is that I work with all female staff except for me. I have not had a conversation about sports or vehicles I did not want to have in 3 years. It's the best. I love it. That's a big myth, because I've worked in all male environments and all female environments. It's a big myth men love to perpetuate. They're like, oh, women talk so much more than men. Women, all day long. Men talk just as much, if not more, than women. It's just about manly stuff. I remember the amount of times in construction, one of my male coworkers would come like scampering up to me on his knuckles, like. Harris! What is it, Gordon? Do you remember my truck? The 150, not the 350. The red one? The red one! Needed new tires. So I took it to the dealer. I was like, "Can you get some new tires on this hog?" The dealer's like, "Come back tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow." And I'm like, "It needs new tires today. Do it today." He's like, "Come back tomorrow." And then I'm like, "No, I want it done today. I'm a man." And he's like, "Get out of here." And I'm like, "No, you get out of here." And he's like, "No, you get out." I'm like, "No, you get out of here." I'm just like, and then what happened? Spellbinding tale. I'm trying to learn more, trying to absorb new facts and stuff. I have this friend who took me stargazing. He's an astronomer. He knows all of the constellations. He's like, "Come, we'll take a look at the constellations." I'm like, odd request, but okay, let's go for it. So we're looking up at the heavens, and he's showing me all the constellations. And I'm thinking, like, as he's pointing them out, I'm like, whoever named these was totally inconsistent. Because you got, most of these have beautiful, mythical sounding names, like Cassiopeia, Virgo, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. And then you've got the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. You're like, was that Bring Your Kid to Work Day? Who? Just imagine a couple of Greek astronomers on a hill like, "Tell me, Cassius, does that star figure not resemble Ursa Major, the bear?" "It does, very much so." "Then let that constellation be Ursa Major. And that constellation that reminds me of Orion the Hunter, does it not?" "Very much so. Orion the Hunter it shall be. And this star figure here, does it not resemble a ladle? Or a soup spoon of some kind?" "Gary, you name this one." "The Big Dipper!" "Well done, Gary." "And the lesser one beneath it." "The Little Dipper!" "Well done, Gary." Big Dipper, Little Dipper. I'm trying to get into different genres of music as well. Does anyone here like indie music? Good. I hate it too. My friend took me to an indie concert. Those guys are pompous. I don't think the introductions to songs should be longer than the songs themselves. That's just my philosophy. We saw like 6 indie bands. This is my impression of every indie band we saw that night. Hey, how's it going? My name's Caleb, and this is my band. The bear, the bird, the owl, the fish, the robot, the small bag of nuts, the tricycle, the ironing board, a ghost in Barbra Streisand's teeth. This is Philip on the electric lute and on the guitar. I wrote this next song during my second trip to Venice. I was on the beach with my traveling companion, Consuela. We were listening to French New Wave and reading aloud from William S. Burroughs' Naked Lunch. Check it out, great read. Anyways, it's crazy, this bird flew down out of nowhere and landed on a log. And I was like, bird, what are you doing? And I took out my sketch pad and a pastel marker and I sketched the bird. And then I took my sketch of the bird and I rolled it in wax and I rolled it and dipped it in wax and made a candle out of it. And just as I was finished my bird sketch candle, I got a call from my mom telling me that my cat, Sebriana Horowitz III, had just given birth to a litter of kittens. So Consuela made me this banjo mandolin out of bits of seashells and walnuts. So this song's about the bird and Consuela. I'm just like, just play, just start playing. I'm glad all musicians are not like that. I don't even like country music particularly, but at least the introductions are short. Some ugly guy gets on stage like, this next song's about my ex-wife. She left and took most everything. It's called Bitch, Did You Have to Take Everything? Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show, guys. Thank you so much.
Harris Anderson, everybody.